I'll quickly take a look at the gilded cube. A shimmering cube catches the eye. Wonder what it's for. Oh, that's a brain boggler of some kind. Brought in and sold for $1. The poor cove couldn't wait to get rid of it, and he was a vagrant besides. Drank up his profit, to be sure. He told me it's some kind of toy or puzzle, but I could never crack it. Couldn't say exactly why, but it makes me uncomfortable. Just you wait. It'll sell one of these days. Instrument rack. This is a huge variety of instruments here, some of which I couldn't possibly guess the name of. Never had much of an inclination towards music myself. Iron Maiden. A domineering device apparently used for the extracting of secrets or otherwise cruel and insalubrious punishment. It's not exactly the sort of contraption that I'm fond of designing. Yeah, I'd hope so. A Romani wagon. Quite a feat of engineering in its way. Every bit of space is accounted for, rather like on a sailing ship, in order to accommodate the family. Okay, Anselina. There are enough spare parts in this shop to patch together an airship. It wouldn't fly, but it would be a sight. Hello, sir. Please browse my wares at your leisure. Let's ask about the shop. I haven't been in before. What sort of things do you have here? Oh, all sorts. I bring in anything that tickles my fancy. She rummages around in some hidden place beneath the counter and hefts something that looks like a combination between a steam-powered drill and a harpoon. She flicks a switch and the drill spins noisily in her hands. Good God, the floor is vibrating. Is it construction equipment? This right here is an earwax remover. I'm told it even works on sea beasts. Most remarkable, ma'am. Ask her if she buys as well as sells. Your shop is packed to the brim. Can't imagine you found all this by mere luck. Do you buy here or just sell? I used to before things went a bit awry. What happened? It was last winter. An elder cove came in with a box of family heirlooms, high quality silver and the like. He'd fallen on hard times and couldn't keep the fires burning or his stomach full. Material goods retain value but subjective to the whims of the marketplace. Did you exchange food and coal for his heirlooms? I wish I had. I could see the spot of trouble he was in, and I paid him in sterling. You should have seen the joy in his face, knowing he'd see the springtime. But there is no way it could have ended on such a high note. Did he ever come back? Never saw him again, but some bobby stopped by to ask me if I knew anything about an old man found in the gutter, penniless, bruised and dead to the elements. Oof, -10. Bloody hell. Naturally, they came to the local Romani. I'm not gonna say that. As if I were the only resident of Tenter Street capable of robbing someone and leaving him to expire. Ha! She spits on the floor in disgust. So, you might say I'm quite selective when it comes to purchases. I don't need more attention from mutton shunters anytime soon. Do you have anything I could install into my good friend here? A spare part, if you will? A spare part, you say? Yes, I think I've something I can provide for your companion for, say, 9 shillings. Sure. Right. Right here. This cube should come in handy for replacing any faulty parts inside your friend. I believe you were eyeing it earlier. Okay. The gilded cube. Think I'll browse your inventory for now. I'll let you know if I need help with anything. What does the cube do? Crafted from a glistening, intricately detailed golden metal, the cube seems to emanate an eerie aura. Its surface is adorned with intricate patterns and cryptic symbols, inviting curiosity and trepidation alike. Huh. I wonder how that's gonna be helpful. We don't have anything that increases hope, do we? No, we really don't. Okay. That is all, I suppose. Let's leave then. Also, let's quickly check on the tarot cards just so they're taken care of. Right, there's still some that nobody has. Okay, so far everything is individual, I think. Okay. Burned building. What does that say? Burning rubble. Sadly, it's always a sight that reminds me of wartime. There's a glimpse of something white amongst the wreckage, but it would require a large amount of strength to lift that beam. I could lift it, that's why you installed my high pressure regulator. I installed that regulator so you could help me with important tasks, not go rooting around. If I were fully autonomous, I would not need your permission. It's good to have dreams, Otto, but you're a long way from striking out on your own. Okay. Let's see. Also, let's look at the journal. Let's see. Where do we go? Where do we find Dante? Is that on here? Laundry, Teddy's Workshop, Red Lotus, Beggar's Lane, Warehouse, Palladium, Containment Zone, Cable Street. Is that Soros Square? Let's travel there. Let's see. Maybe it says so in the list of tasks. I maybe should look at that. Yeah, I think that's the same, right? That looks the same. All right, let's take a look at the journal here. Oh, most likely he's at the wharf, but he could be at the bathhouse in Red Lantern Lane. I see. Okay. Let's go there then. Let's go to the wharf first, right? That's here. The docks. Yeah, let's take a look at that. London's world-famous dockside district. Every sea road in the world leads here to the beating heart of the empire's commerce. The masts of sailing ships sway gently in the wind, tucked alongside a lumbering line of steam vessels, idly belching smoke into the already soupy air. Amazing how the controllers of shipping capital can churn out such wealth but leave the masses in abject poverty. Some call it progress. There are sloops and schooners moored here for the day, as well as ferries and pleasure boats for hire. Thirsty merchants funnel the travelers to the square, haggling prices for dizzying arrays of commodities from every corner of the globe. Textiles from the Middle East, spices from India, porcelain from China, to name a few. Okay, let's take a look. Can we do anything with the swivel crane? Since we are more tax savvy than Clara. What is that, Mr. Teddy? A sign of swift technological progress and swifter abandonment of old hardware. Stray dog. Let's talk to you. The dog sits at the end of the street, his tail wagging as he notices me. Hey there, boy. What's the good boy doing? What's the good boy doing, eh? You're a happy boy, aren't you? As happy as a well-oiled cog? Why are you speaking in that high-pitched voice? Aren't canines only able to hear certain decibels? Not quite. Damn, why did Otto have to spoil things with such a silly question? Well, can I at least give him a pat on the head? Allow Otto to pet the dog. Give him a gentle tap on the head. The dog growls as Otto leans towards him. Christ on a high wheel, he must be afraid of automatons. Easy, go slowly. The dog gently sniffs Otto's hand and turns around to let him scratch his back. I think he likes it. I think so too, Otto. Oh, that could have given some hope. Do we have anything else? Step away. Okay, sure. The newsboy, let's talk to him. Quires and broadsides, get your broadsides and quires here. Little chap seems to have a head for business. That's a nice cap, good fellow. You wear it well. Good day to you, lad. Always a pleasure to meet someone I can really see eye to eye with. So many tall creatures looming about nowadays. It's not so bad as they say being small, is it? That's true, my boy. The name's Teddy Redgrave, and I'm pleased to be acquainted. What's that you're selling? I'm Little Rob, and I'm selling the latest and greatest stories. You're on for a penny is all. Sure, let's buy one. A woman of ill repute met a grisly demise in the East End last night. Just days from the full moon, the sinister assailant left a body stripped of vital organs and bearing marks suggesting feral claws. St. John's Cathedral is offering a service on her behalf. Alms appreciated. Morning news added to inventory. Raises the hair on the back of your neck, doesn't it? Stay safe out there. Okay. Recruitment poster. Throw off the yoke of despotic gang bosses and join the Dockhounds. Big money and lifetime loyalty awaits. £10 signing bonus. A level of boasting only matched by that seen on posters from the British Army recruiters hanging around town. Okay. Let's take a look around. Ransacked nest. That could decrease our hope. Back there's someone who knows more about... he's not here. He's not here. And this ruffian we know as... what was his name? Green Street, I think. A heap of vitrified matter left from ore smelting or steel production. Let's talk to the ruffian. Super ego. This cove doesn't hardly fit the part of a stevedore. Dock worker, okay. I wonder what he's doing on the wharf. Greetings, dwarf. And who's your mechanical friend? Theodore Redgrave, monster hunter extraordinaire, at your service. This here's Otto. I think that piece of cloth around your head is rather fitting. What color is it? It's green, obviously. My automaton does not have visual circuits in place to process color. Said you were a monster hunter. What can I do for you? What can I do you for? Just passing through. Do you own the boat behind you, or do you just get paid to stand guard? Aye, she's mine, alright. My pride and joy she is. Let's take a look around. We need a 5. Minus 100 again. I've spoken to this guy twice. Both times I had a skill check with a minus 100. There's something fishy about this cove, but I can't decidedly say what it is. Although any sizable shipping operation such as this happening this close to the tavern must be related to Molly in by some degree. I'm afraid I never got your name, friend. Right you are, name's Green Street. Charmed, I'm sure. I've heard tell him in certain circles, reports to the Dockhounds, though not Molly direct. So you're Green Street, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I see my reputation precedes me. Not as such, but yours truly has also found a way into Molly's employ now and then. Well, if Molly's throwing capital around, why not have a piece? Aye, so we've both been under the yoke from Molly before. Not sure I follow. Let's not straddle the fence. Our choice of employment isn't always above board. Maybe, maybe not. Due to that, you and I have got a little kinship. What the bobbies don't know don't hurt them, eh? Perhaps, perhaps. That's done it. This cove is shady as they come. For now at least, he sees me as an equal. Might I inquire about your own personal fortunes? They ain't what they ought to be. I don't mind telling ya. Folks don't respect the honor of an old-fashioned bribe anymore. What is the world coming to? Between this and import shortages, pretty soon I might not be able to fuel my ship at all. You've heard about ethanol fuel, right? Come again? This cove will be a treat to toy with. A bit of fun sprinkled with some industrial know-how wouldn't hurt. Keep pulling his leg. Well, you strike me as someone who's carried plenty of the hard stuff. What if I told you that you could convert it into ethanol fuel? You mean the liquor I'm hauling can be used to power ships, motor cars and such? Little does he know that this kind of fuel is generally used for dirigibles, self-propelled, lighter than air flying machines. Oh, just be careful with how you handle it, otherwise boom. Hydrogen is indeed very flammable. The theory is well beyond me, but you're saying it can be done? If by done you mean poured straight into the fuel tank, just pray your ship doesn't go belly up after the whole thing bursts into flames. You bet your arse? Just talk to me, colleague Dante over yonder. Works for Arsenal. He'll set you straight. That'll give old Siegler something to sink his chops into that doesn't involve Lord Braxton. I may just take you up on that, friend. Well, Otto and I should be moving on. Nice talking to you, Greenstreet. No rest for the wicked, eh? Thanks for the advice. Didn't mean to just go into like like scamming him like that. The boilerplate reads Arsenal Engines Warehouse. If it held anything of especially great value, I bet it would have also included the words trespassers will be dealt with on site. But we cannot enter. Okay. Let's keep going then. There's the Navy officer. Let's talk to him first, yeah. Why not? Hello, Sir Dwarf. I don't believe we've met. My name's Forrester, Lieutenant in Her Majesty's Royal Navy. Retired lieutenant by the looks of him. If I'm not careful, he might try to regale me with tales of the sea. Not now, Forrester, I have somewhere to be. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lieutenant. I'll return when I have more time to spare. I'll go with the polite one. See that you do. I always enjoy spinning a yarn or two with passing travelers. I knew it. Let's take a look at the velocipede. These cobbles are a bumpy ride. I could invent a device for shock absorption on this conveyance. But there's only so many hours in the day. Okay, we could go into the Crimson Herring Tavern maybe, unless it's locked. Centaur Dockhound, let's take a look. I must say, this woman makes me nervous. She's a dockhound, that makes sense. You must work for Molly O'Malley. Sure I do. Ain't no secret. Helena Bailey's my name. Redgrave. Looks like you've been favored by Mistress Molly herself. She gestures to indicate my artificial arm and leg. No, these are homemade, but what about that topper of yours? Helps you think, doesn't it? Nah, it was supposed to keep me mood stable. Not working yet, but I'm still keeping it, for now at least. Empathy. What kind of job has Molly got to and what kind of job has Molly got a bright lass like you working on? Let's see. That's a 13. That's gotta do enough. Oh, it's a right lark. Wait till I tell ya. We're running a fake charity called Queen of Spades, and people give us their tin thinking it's going to help unemployed flu fakers. Oh, chimney sweeps, okay. Once her laughter subsides, Helena instantly grows somber, as if a switch had been flipped. Any road, I've got things to do, see ya. Okay. Let's keep looking. Docking rope. That's what keeps boats from floating away, innit? It sure is. Let's talk to the fisherman. Why am I out talking to dock workers? I'm on a job. Surely this man doesn't know anything about what Otto and I are up to. Otto, I know it seems strange to ask you, but do you believe that talking to new people will help us get anything done today? Our primary objective involves only speaking to people we have already encountered. Analysis of your query, no. Okay. Hello, I'm Timothy Agarwal, fisherman by trade, and Hello, Mr. Timothy. I am so sorry to interrupt you, but our primary objective does not involve meeting you today. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's just take a look. There's a ferry schedule. Let's take a look at that real quick. A table listing sailing times and the available stops nearby. Does the same thing happen when we talk to the fishmonger? Hola, senor. What can Felipe do for you on this fine day? We could buy a fish for 7 pence. Just walking by. Take care and try not to fall off the pier. What does a fish do for us? Except we could feed it to the cat. I'll still buy it. That pollock of yours strikes me as a treat. It'll look especially toothsome on my stovetop. Aha, see. I know that feeling. Be sure to tell your friends about me. I assume we cannot eat it raw. Yeah, but we might be able to cook it at home. We can take a look at that later. Okay, let's take a look at the Crimson Herring Tavern. Though I'm afraid this place might be a red herring. Closed. All I can do to this door right now is stare at it. Okay, so not here. Where was the other location? Was it the Velvet Rose? Or was it the Red Lotus Bathhouse? I think it was the Red Lotus Bathhouse. Let me quickly take a look. Yes, the bathhouse. The bathhouse. Let's take a look at the bathhouse. Also, we could stop by our place, see if we can cook the fish for maybe some hope or something. And then let's see if we can find Dante. Let's go into the workshop. Okay.